I love the use of music. Like there's certain like tracks out there that I find like very stimulating for that purpose. That can work. Very like relaxed kind of things, like not like high energy like pop music or anything like that, because then I start making like a dance or something.
Learning used to be this activity of curiosity, of enjoyment, and now children hate it. No wonder children hate going to school, because why would you want to go to a place that you're freaking caged up your whole life and just get in trouble?
If you get the spirit right, everything will flow. How do you know when the spirit is right?
They keep just recycling the same life over and over through their consciousness. And it's just rinse and repeat over and over and over. And as a human being lives like that, they're no longer activating their creativity. Hey, I'm Dave Conway, and I'm here with my wife, Jacqueline. Welcome to the 30-Day Year podcast. Here, we explore ideas, philosophies, and real stories to help you take your annual income and turn it into your monthly income. Join us each week as we challenge conventional thinking around success, business growth, and building a life of true freedom. This podcast is created with your growth in mind. To help us reach more people and to make sure you never miss an episode, please like and subscribe. Let's get started.
At Conway, we have a system for helping people achieve a 30-day year. It's called the Conway Coaching System. And as part of that method, I guess you could call it, there's a step called integration. And it's where you're taking your goal, you're taking your self-image, and you're integrating it into your personality or into your mind.
Yeah.
And you do that in a few ways: auto-suggestion, visualization, repetition, affirmation, all these different things that can be done. And so often we get tons of questions about visualization specifically, and so many, in fact, that it felt needed and necessary to actually do a full episode on the podcast to answer some of these questions, because we've received several through our client Q&As, through events, all these different ways, and we've got some great questions here. So I think it can help not only those people asking, but anyone listening that is also practicing visualization and just wants to go deeper on it and help create a little bit more, I think, understanding about how to do it.
Yeah.
So
I think if someone is out there listening and they are interested in visualization or starting a visualization practice, or you're a practitioner of visualization, you're definitely going to want to listen to this podcast.
Yes, 100%. So before we dive into the client questions, I wanted to ask you, why is visualization such an important part of integrating our goals and identity into our behavior?
So most people, when they think of visualization, they think of the imagination. And we visualize with our imagination. However, what you really want to understand is you actually want to understand the subconscious mind. So the subconscious mind is an infinite storehouse for thought impressions, images. So for example, if I say to you, Jacq, like, do you remember, think of a memory from yesterday that you have when you were driving.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, describe it to us.
I was in my Tesla. I was wearing my camel colored coat, and I was driving home from downtown, and it was kind of snowy and a little bit sketchy on the roads, so I was driving pretty slow.
Okay, so just like that, boom, you recall all that, right? So that's images, and you're in the third dimension that you have impressed upon your subconscious mind. So now that is in your memory, all right? So when we visualize, what we're doing is we're disrupting. So if I told you, I want you to imagine that I'm wearing a clown's wig.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But I'm not actually wearing a clown's wig.
Right.
Okay, but now you have the memory of me wearing a clown's wig. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so that now has become a memory, even though it wasn't real. So our subconscious mind can't differentiate between real and imagined. So when people talk about visualizing, they're focused too much on the imagination. They need to understand that what you're doing is you're creating new images that you're impressing upon the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind cannot differentiate the difference between real and imagined. So if you think of a person, like we all have mental programming. Our mental programming came through genetically, but then came through our experiences. So a lot of people in the world now like talk about trauma. Trauma is a thing that people talk about. Well, people that have experienced traumatic experiences, those are memories. And those memories get fixed on the subconscious mind, and they form your paradigm and your belief system, and they continue to flow out into your life, even though that thing may have happened 5 years, 10 years, 30 years ago. When we visualize, we are using our creative imagination to start to build new images. And as we impress it on the subconscious mind, that is where the magic starts to happen. If you're loving this video, hit the like and subscribe button and never miss any of this life-changing content.
Do you consider visualization the best way to integrate new ideas into yourself?
I personally think that it is. Now that's me though, but we're all kind of built a little, we have our own preferences or what works. Auto-suggestion, like it all is just suggestion. So even when you're visualizing, those are still suggestions.
Right. But I guess it is more vivid, and it is just the visual aspect of it. Like you can see it happening in your mind. It does appear that it has more potency than just simply writing.
Yeah, like there's this young, and this happens a lot. Like I've worked with a lot of people in regards to visualizing, and there's this young man that I did a call with, a young golfer, and I got him to visualize. I put him into a relaxed state, and then I walked him through a visualization, and he was just bawling.
That's common. See
Very
that happen
common.
a lot. Yeah.
I've had it with professional athletes, like athletes in the WNBA, and I bring them through a visualization, and then they're bawling because there's something disrupting. And when we visualize, that's what we're doing. We're disrupting our current system, our current cycle. So visualizing is like cutting in. That's how I view it. It's like human beings have this power to cut in to their own conditioning, to recondition the mind. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And you can renew your mind through the practice of visualization, which is just suggestion.
Right. In those examples too, it's obviously deeply emotional. Like whatever state they were in, plus the layering in of seeing what they want, then they're emoting through tears. Like that's obviously deeply emotional. And I've experienced like deeply emotional visualizations myself that have made me cry. Like I've seen it happen like in rooms, like tons and tons of people. And it's that emotional component just can't be denied when you can get into that place. It's very, very profound.
Very common for people to cry during visualizations.
When it comes to just like learning how to do it, like learning how to visualize, how much creative license should we take and how much guidance should we take?
That's a great question. So I can give everybody a framework to create a visualization practice, but I'd also recommend that you start to just explore and experience it for yourself too. So when I visualize, the first thing I do is I put myself into a meditative state. So I just want to clear out any of the past, any thoughts that are running through my mind. So I put myself in a meditative state. When I'm in a meditative state, I instantly become in a relaxed state. And then what I'll do is I will start to see myself. So I start to activate my imagination. I start to see myself as this just light coming out of the solar plex and my whole body. Just spraying light, shining light. So I'm like a being of light. And then what I'll do is then I will go into a specific situation that I would like to produce in the next 4 to 6 weeks. So not that far out. And I will focus on that. And then during that visualization, sometimes I will let my mind go further. So maybe I'll let it go out 12 months. Maybe I'll let it go out 10 years. So I'll let myself move around. But what I'm looking for is I'm actually looking to receive. I'm looking for my intuition to kick in, and then I start to receive creative ideas. This is called the creative imagination. Most people don't know that their intuition is their imagination. And then afterwards, at the end, so I'll do that for like 15 minutes. And then at the end, I'll just gently, like don't open your eyes like that. It shocks the system. Just gently bring yourself back into the room. and I will give just a prayer of gratitude. And then I will activate enthusiasm, and I'll start to get very enthusiastic about what I'm going to work on today. And that's what I do.
That's how you do it. That's how you practice. So you do let yourself drift between right now and much further out. You kind of let the kind of spirit or
I let spirit decide. So first thing I do is I get in a comfortable position. I'll meditate. Then I become relaxed. I'll convert my body into, I'll see myself as light. Then I'll visualize something that's coming up that I want to produce. And then at periods, I'll let my mind go out further to other things that I want to produce and experience. And then at the end, I'll say a prayer of gratitude, and I'll gently bring myself back into the room. And then I get really enthusiastic. I consciously choose enthusiasm for the work that I'm going to do today.
I would say, like, for my own personal take on visualization, it's very similar to what you described. I don't like it to feel forceful in any way where I must focus on this one thing. I kind of feel like there is this like free movement within it. And I love the use of music. Like there's certain like tracks out there that I find like very stimulating for that purpose. That can work. Very like relaxed kind of things, like not like high energy, like pop music or anything like that. Because then I start making like a dance or something. So it has to have like almost like this interesting quality to it, or it doesn't stimulate that part of my mind. I have an interesting mind when it comes to that because I used to use visualization to choreograph dances all the time.
Right.
So it can go that way for me. So I have to like be mindful of what kind of music I choose. It's like, that's not the intention of this. This is a really interesting question that a client submitted. How can I make my mental image so vivid that I naturally feel the emotion every time I visualize it?
Okay, be careful with that. So first is always practice. Visualization is a practice. It's the practice of visualization. So just like anything, repetition, repetition, repetition. So set aside certain time every day for a certain period of time every day and just continuously go in. Now, I warn people against, like, sometimes you'll have visualizations that are just, like you're crying and you just feel it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't force it. Like if you don't have that same feeling the next day, there could be all kinds of reasons that, like you might have had bad chicken last night. I don't know. like there could be all kinds of reasons. So don't force it. Mm-hmm. Be gentle with this. You see, people use visualization for forcing. We want to get it to the point where we use it for receiving. Mm. So it's gentle and beautiful that you experience these really profound visualizations that are so emotional, but don't get addicted to the emotion. I find that most people get overly emotional in their visualizations is because they're actually healing from something. So you don't want to be bawling every time you visualize. It's a good sign that you're not, if you were crying all the time and now you're not crying as much, that means you're in control.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's a good perspective. I like that. You did answer this, but maybe I'll circle back just in case there's more that you want to add. Should I focus on one vivid future scene, or is it okay to visualize multiple moments from my future life?
I shared how I do it. So I do it, I visualize some 4 to 6 weeks out, and then I'll let myself just float out. I can go out a year. I can go out 10 years.
Yeah.
I've had visualizations where I see myself as an 80-year-old person. I was visualizing 80-year-old Dave Conway, and then I grew a gray hair, so I cut that out.
That's funny. Be careful, you guys. Don't go too far.
You're in possession of the most powerful force in the universe, a human imagination. Learn how to harness this superpower and grow your business with peace of mind. Visualization isn't just for artists or professional athletes. Great fortunes can be built with it too. Download my free visualization checklist and get started today. I got obsessed with this silver fox. Remember I was talking about that?
Yeah, and then
my freaking hair started going gray.
Right. Yeah.
And then I cut that out, and now I have no gray hairs.
Well, that's good. Mm-hmm. That's pretty funny. How do you touch the vibration? Is it purely through visualization, or are there other ways to access it?
Oh, meditation.
Yeah.
Visualization. The study does it too. Just mental stimulation, you can get places. Mm-hmm. And I think we want to start to become more curious. You know, offset today, I was talking to our video guy, SJ, and I was talking to him about the etymology of school. Like, do you know what the etymology of school is?
I don't actually.
Yeah,
No.
like not many people
No,
do.
what is it?
Neither did he. School, in its original form, was leisure.
Really?
So school's not leisure anymore.
No.
School's like read,
Yeah.
memorize, repeat.
Yeah.
Read, memorize, repeat. So school used to be this, so learning used to be this activity of curiosity, of enjoyment, and now children hate it. No wonder children hate going to school, because why would you want to go to a place that you're freaking caged up your whole life and just get in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make our visualization leisurely. And when we study, that's how I like to study too. Study in a relaxed state, explore some new ideas. I think I personally touch the vibrations like that too, because then you go out mentally to new places, and it's really fun to go to a new place.
Just for those that might be like not sure, what is the vibe? Like, what does that mean? What does touch the vibration mean?
Like, feel something new. Feel that new spark of life flowing through you.
Cool. Can you go over the 3 battlegrounds of imagination?
Yeah, well, there's only 2.
Oh,
well,
okay.
There's 3. Your imagination is connected to 3 planes of life.
Okay.
But 2 of them can be battlegrounds.
Okay.
So your imagination is in your conscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
So your imagination, your conscious mind is hooked up to the 3rd dimension through the 5 senses. So you and I have 5 senses. We have see, smell, taste, touch, and hear. And what these senses do is they allow us to orientate and communicate ourselves with the 3rd dimension. So your imagination is hooked up to that. So as I look at you right now, you are assuming or consuming my imagination, my conscious thinking mind. But your imagination is also connected to your subconscious mind. So your memories and your conditioning. So a lot of us are struggling with the programming that we currently have been programmed with, and they hijack our imagination. So most people that live on the hamster wheel is because they keep just recycling the same life over and over through their consciousness. And it's just rinse and repeat over and over and over. And as a human being lives like that, they're no longer activating their creativity, and they slowly start to become depressed, and things don't end up very well when a person hits that state. They move to an uninspired state. But your imagination is also connected to the spirit. Your imagination is connected to the infinite intelligence. So you can go anywhere. So the body is stuck right here, right now, but your imagination can go anywhere. So your imagination connected to the 3rd dimension, is connected to the past, and then it's also connected to the future. If you can program your mind to connect more to the future, more to the divine cosmos and the spirit, then you'll find that that new energy starts to move through. Like in Christianity, they have a prayer called the Our Father. So it's Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Move through me, move heaven to earth. If your mind, if your imagination is thinking beautiful thoughts and heavenly ideas, they call that heaven on earth. Beautiful experience. If a person has negative ideas running through their imagination and they have hellish ideas, then they would have hell on earth. So as you learn how to use your imagination to cut and disrupt the current flow of your life, especially things that you're not enjoying, start to see as you want it to be, you're going to find that you will start to distribute that heaven on earth in your own little world.
Very interesting stuff, Dave. I have a follow-up question on this from another client. When images and ideas come into your mind during visualization, how do you distinguish whether they're coming from infinite intelligence or your paradigm?
So the paradigm is mental programming. Now, what people need to understand is that inspiration or spirit always comes first. The paradigm generally cuts in and then starts to reason away the dream. So your intuition strikes. People don't know that the imagination and your intuition are the same thing. It's the receiving portion of the imagination. So you need to ask yourself, do I want this idea? Is it expanding my life? And if the answer to that is yes, go for it.
That's how to determine if it's for expansion, expression,
or constriction,
and fear. Yeah, that makes sense. You said if you get the spirit right, everything will flow. How do you know when the spirit is right?
Well, spirit's always right. So this is pretty advanced mindset. There's a part of you that is perfect. Needs no modification, no alteration. It knows what to do. When you visualize, you are tapping in to that perfection within you. The images, like when you create images in your imagination, it's the same as a physical seed. So if you have an acorn and you put that acorn inside the ground, that acorn, they say that the oak sleeps in the acorn. Well, that's not true. The acorn contains a pattern, plan, or a nucleus. Where's the oak tree? Well, the oak tree is unassembled in the universe. It's going to take energy right from that sun and convert it into matter through photosynthesis. And the imagination is the same thing. Inside that image, inside your goal, as you visualize that goal over and over and over, you will start to attract. So it's like the goal is way smarter than you. So you have to become intuitively start to listen to that goal, start to listen to it. It tells you what to change. It tells you what to do. It'll tell you what to focus on. Even the goal itself has the plan inside of it for you. Mm-hmm. So the spiritual nucleus of that goal is perfect. You just have to learn to listen to it. So spirit's always perfect.
Mm. I find that it's like this idea of like a quietness. Like I find that like spirit's not like boastful and loud and arrogant. It's like this quiet knowing. And I just think you can tell. I
don't think God is a pouter, no.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think he's
I think
up there
you'll
pouting.
It's like your aunt said to me in Ireland, you just know.
You just know, Jacq.
Just know. I have one final question. This is a good one too. Do you have practical strategies for disrupting the paradigm during the day when fear or doubt creeps back in?
Visualize again. That's the beauty of it. Now, if this is happening to you, start with the practice of visualizing in the morning. Like same time, same duration, every day. Commit
Consistent.
to that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find that the paradigm doesn't get a hold of you throughout the day as you continue to do that practice.
It's easier to manage too. If like things do come up, right?
That's right. You have to determine, every day you have to orientate your mind.
Yeah.
Like the subconscious mind is listening to everything all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know if you've ever been talking and writing at the same time or texting or something, and then you're saying, you're talking to somebody, you say someone's name, and the next thing you know, you type it out or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Right into the sub, right?
Yep.
Yep. So your sub needs to be orientated. If you fail in orientating your subconscious mind, the world will orientate it.
Right.
If you find yourself where you are doing the practice in the morning and you find yourself drifting in the day, just stop and go back to the practice.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yep.
In time, all that stuff will clear out.
Yeah, for sure. We do have a special gift. It's for free on our website. It's a visualization checklist. So we'll tag that or include that beneath this video within the blog post and all the places that this episode will be available for people to download, because I think it's like you said, just creating the practice, making it consistent. We have like a really simple template or kind of step-by-step little process that will help people take this idea and start to integrate into their lives.
Yep, just form the habit just like anything else.
If this podcast is opening your eyes to powerful new ideas, helping you think bigger, and opening your level of awareness, be sure to hit subscribe right now and leave us a 5-star review. That will help us reach more ambitious people just like you, ready to grow.
Produced at
Sound Lounge by T-Bone.